right, everybody, welcome on in as we here for our game of the week. That is right. We are here at Sheridan as they get lined up to play Lakeside. It's going to be a very impressive game. Thanks for joining us here on 4th and 5. I am DJ Williams. We got a lot to talk about Friday nights. You know, there's so much to cover, not just here in Sheridan, where we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about this game. You got two undefeated teams. You know, Coach Kelly, ain't no telling what he's going to bring to the table. Guy doesn't like to punt. He always onside kicks. It's going to be a lot of points, a lot of possessions here in this Friday night matchup. Now they're playing a very tough opponent. Lakeside coming to town. Very impressive team. A lot of people thinking they got a shot at the state championship to win it all. Very impressive performance last week. I mean, the quarterback threw perfect. 14 for 14. What else can you ask for? Over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. And we got a lot of recruits here. 2 offensive linemen that are both committed to the University of Arkansas. And I tell you, my guys over here at Sheridan, they got a guy named Zay. Dude is legit, all right? But we're going to have to see this firsthand in person and see how it turns out. Very excited for that. But it's not just here that we're going to focus on. Let's go ahead and take a look at the matchups going around the state right now. You can see big-time matchups. Yeah, all across the board. Central Arkansas moving up north all the way up to the northern part of the state. And that's where we're going to watch. I always want everybody to be a part of the show. So please head on over to our comment section. Leave any comment. We'll ask questions throughout the show here on 4th and 5. But let's go ahead and start with the look of these matchups we're going to be talking about the weeks. Number 7, Conway is playing Bentonville. Very excited about this. Both teams, very impressive performances week 1. I tell you, Conway put up points in their opener. That should be a good one. Very excited to see how we go. I believe that one is, let me go back and take a look at this map real quick. That's going to be on the road for Conway. So we're going to see what you got going on, see if you can keep that momentum going. Let's go and take a look at our next game right here. Another good one to keep an eye on across the state. Number 6, Shiloh Christian is taking on number 12, Little Rock Christian, battle of the private schools. And so, very efficient teams, a lot of history of winning, especially in Shiloh Christian. Kane Archer is at Greenwood, not Shiloh Christian. I don't know why I had that mistake right there, but very excited. We actually do need to make a trip to Greenwood because we've been talking about Kane Archer a lot, all right? Is he legit or not? I mean, I've seen some people say he's the best player in the state. I've seen some people say that he may be a little overrated. I don't know. Don't shoot the messenger. We just have to talk about it, okay? And so maybe 4th and 5, we'll put it on the menu to take a trip up to Greenwood and take a look at this young man himself. I'll tell you this, so I've seen tape. Dude looks impressive. All right, let's go ahead and take another look at a matchup we got going on here across the state. Next up, we are headed to, if this is on over, I apologize. There we go. Number 14, Cabot. I'm playing number 13, Bentonville West. Bentonville West kind of being a little impressive this year. All right, so that's going to be a close one to keep an eye on. The thing about it, you got number 14 and number 13 going head-to-head. One more look at a game we got going on as far as matchups across the state. Number 22, Marion, is taking on number 25, Harding Academy. So those are the games that we're kind of keeping an eye on this week. If there's anything else you want us to take a peek at, all you have to do is hop into that comment section, and we'll go ahead and take a look. But we all know what today is about. We're here at our game of the week talking about Sheridan versus Lakeside, number 16 in the state. Very impressive performance for both teams in week 1. All right, so when it comes to these two teams, we have to talk about the talented roster that they have, okay? So we'll go ahead and start with Sheridan because that's where we are, okay? They have a guy on their team that's been getting a lot of attention. And when I watched the tape, I honestly thought that maybe it was like almost in fast forward. It was going so fast, but everyone else was moving so slow. I was like, who is this guy? This dude named Zay Stevens got a different gear, okay? Now, it's different depending on the competition that you play, but from what I've heard, it's pretty special. Last week, he almost averaged about 10 yards a carry, 9.9 to be exact. Then he came out in the second half, over 200 all-purpose yards. This dude can run it. He can catch it out of the backfield. Very special. And their quarterback had a pretty good day as well. So let's go ahead and get this set up as we take a little bit closer look at what Sheridan has for you when it comes to their football team, coached by Coach Kevin Kelly.
All right, fellas, Friday nights, that's what it's all about. And I'll tell you one thing, I've gotten to know Coach Kelly for a very long time. Being out at practice, I'm starting to see exactly how crazy he is. But he really pushes y'all to go to the next level. Just talk about Coach Kelly and what he's meant to y'all as players into this program.
I mean, it's amazing as far as like his knowledge of the game to be able to be under that. But sometimes, you know, like you said, he is crazy. And the way he shows you love is very different from anyone else.
Yeah.
You know, like today at practice, you know, he gets intense with everyone. He's very intense with all the positions and everything. But, you know, at the same time, he does show you love at the end of the day. So
I've never seen a practice where I've seen people do so many up downs. You know, I've never seen it. And I played a lot of footballs. All right. Y'all had a good week one, and it's about being consistent. And the thing, what comes with winning, you start getting a little attention. You know, you're looked at as one of the top players in the state. You got offers coming in, big time leader, big time week one. And it's about keeping that going in the right direction, but also staying humble. I know Coach Kelly's been on y'all. You know, sometimes you would think, Zay, you don't even know how to play football, how hard he coaches you. But just talk about Coach Kelly and what he has meant to you as a mentor and a coach.
Yes, sir. He always handles me as a higher standard. So everybody on the team, he holds him as a higher standard. So me having all the attention in high school, being the team leader, I always have to step up to the fight. I mean, no matter what, I always got to be there for my team. So knowing that I have offers, I always have to be that person to pick the team up and always take care of the team. So he's going to hold me to a higher standard with helping the team out, being a team, and being a role model to the team. So no matter what, just got to do mine and do my part and help the team out.
The culture here, it's changing. I know Sheridan didn't get a lot of attention when it came to the football program. Then you start winning a little bit. When you start stacking those wins, community starts getting behind you. I mean, what's it been like just being a part of a change of a program that started to where it was before Coach got here, and now y'all are literally laying the foundation as what's set to be a pretty darn good football program?
It's been a big transition. It's a big change. You know, you go to games, it's quiet. You know, it's just like the mood is dead. It's not really no attention, just not much energy. So now we got all the cameras in our face, and the fans are here. They bought in. They're cheering us on. It's so much energy. So now that we come out to the game, we're hyped now, and it's not just like we're so dead. It's like just out there playing us alone without anybody cheering for you.
Yep. Now we got a tough opponent coming in, right? If I was listening right to Coach Kelly, Lakeside kind of doing their thing, had a shot at winning it all last year. And you look at the performance that they had last week. The quarterback, perfect, 14 of 14, 300 yards. That's very efficient, you know, and you're always going to trust your defense to do the thing, but I'm an offensive player. I'm like, I don't care how many points other teams score. We got to go out and score every time. What's the mindset before this big matchup, knowing y'all got to really help out the team of putting points on the board? I mean, I'll start with you, QB.
You know, last week, defense helped us out a lot. We didn't score in the first 18 minutes, and when we first scored, you know, it was just 7-0, 7-6. So, you know, they stepped up big time for us when we weren't able to, you know, get our game going. So this week, you know, we need to be able to have their back as well. We need to be able to start off hot, you know, not score for, you know, that stretch. We need to be able to score every drive, you know, put as many points as we can up on the board to keep the pressure off the defense with that high-powered offense Lakeside has.
Yeah, well, the thing is they're going to try to contain specifically y'all. I mean, you just look at it, be like, we take care of these two guys, we might be all right, you know? And, you know they're going to have a game plan for you. They're going to say, we can't let Zay beat us, all right? You probably know that going into each and every week. So how do you prepare for that? And how are you not just like, dang it, they got like two guys on me all the time?
It takes a lot of preparation. I mean, a lot of film. I know most of the time I do know that there's going to be 2 or more people on these every game. So I know I watch film 24/7. So I get out of practice and go watch film. I get done doing something, I go watch film. So every time I watch a film, I'm thinking in my mind, how could I do this in this certain type of way, how they guard me. So I know defenses, so I'm able to read defenses, what coverage they're in. So even though there might be 2 people on me, I know where to sit down and where to go if I need to. So no matter what, I'm always stacked and ready.
So I get a chance to come out here and watch this live for the first time. I hear about it. You can read it in the paper. All that sounds good. For people who are going to be watching this potentially for the first time and they see the product that Sheridan puts on the football field, can you explain to me what I'm going to witness with my own 2 eyes?
So onside kick every time.
I know that. Yeah.
Go for it every 4th down.
Yeah.
If it's 4th and 30, we're going to go for it.
Yeah.
So, pass a lot. So
yeah, passing a whole bunch. I mean, Coach Kelly's been that way for a long time. And like I said, I'm here really looking for some of the best players, you know, and y'all have already put your name out. Great week 1 performance. Brag about a couple of your other teammates that may be a little bit under the radar so I can have an eye on them. Anyone pops off mine?
Ethan Cowden for me.
Okay.
He's amazing on the offensive line. We got Bradley starting as well. He's committed to Arkansas right now.
Yeah.
So Ethan, I would say, is like our best guy that's very underlooked.
Wow.
For me, that's what I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what I say also.
Same thing too, huh?
Yes, sir.
So y'all both said Ethan without hesitation.
Yeah.
So what are we missing? What are people not seeing?
He's a great lineman. I mean, he can move for his size. He would have a lot of he would have a lot of offers also, but a lot of coaches said his size he was too big to be a lineman.
Too big to be a lineman. You don't hear about that a lot.
Yeah,
but that's some high praise coming from you.
Yeah.
You being a running back, I'm pretty sure you like running with him on the offensive line.
I get to hide behind him, get behind him, then nobody ever see me coming. So as soon as I see that open, I'm gone.
I love it, man. You talked about your other one at Brad, right? That's committed to Arkansas right now. I mean, that's high praise. I mean, I don't know the history of Sheridan football. I don't know how many times players have come through here and had, the Hogs come and throw out, offers like that. What's he been like on the offensive line, hold it down at left tackle?
It's amazing. He's got my back right there. Right-handed quarterback. He's my blind side. So
yeah,
I trust him with my life. So, it's amazing having him there. I'm trusting him.
So if something happens and you mess up and you start seeing Coach Kelly make that trek down the sideline looking for you, will he protect you then too?
I don't think so. No.
No, he gonna get out the way on that one. Yeah, that's a free passing lane to the quarterback right there.
Oh, man. Yeah, I tell you, man, Coach Kelly, you should see him at these practices. When he gets that look in his eyes, like, everybody back out. It's going crazy. Kind of a little Petrino-esque, a smidge, at least the old school Petrino. I bet he still has it in him, no doubt about it. So, once again, very pumped up, very excited to see these two guys put that talent on the field here tonight. But once again, it's a tall task. Why is that? Because Lakeside's here. And Lakeside don't play around. But let's go ahead and talk more about these two players. Let's get to a little breakdown, okay? So I've been talking about this Zay Stevens guy, okay? How special is he? So let's go ahead and pull this up and take a look exactly what we got on tap with this guy. And you can see right now, this is what we're also going to do here at 4th and 5, okay? We have to let you know what we think when it comes to our ratings, okay? When it comes to the 4th and 5 ratings, are we going to be able to go? Right now, according to 27 Sports, this guy doesn't have any stars, not rated at all. And I think he's getting shortchanged. Now, I got to see this in person here tonight. But once again, each and every week, we're going to reevaluate it and let you know what we think here on 4th and 5. I would imagine this guy deserves something. He has 9 offers right now, including Ole Miss. So probably a little overlooked. But let's go ahead and get into the tape right now. And like I said, you're going to think something's going wrong because you're just going to see a flash go across the screen with this guy. Here he is in the backfield. And this is another thing, okay? He's a little bit smaller guy. He always gets kind of hidden behind the line of scrimmage. And then he shoots out like a bullet. Great with his eyes right here. Great field vision. And then I was thinking he was going to take this outside. One-on-one, this safety's probably having a nightmare thinking, how am I going to stop this dude right here? So I was thinking maybe you set him up inside and take it outside. But when you're faster than everyone else on the field, it doesn't even matter if they have angles on you. Look at this right here. Takes it to the house. It looks like he's playing at a completely different speed. And he's still pulling away as he's slowing down. I mean, I haven't seen anything like that on tape here in a while. Okay, another one right here. If you go ahead and take a look, I got Lakeside going behind me right now, and hopefully they're listening to me right now because they see and say, hey, you're in my house. It's going to go down Lakeside. I guess we're going to see what they're going to talk about here in a second. But here's another look out of the backfield. You can see him right now. These guys have the angles. I guess when you play this guy, you have to account for a little bit more speed, give yourself a little bit more space to make this tackle, splits this, breaks a nice little arm tackle. Then look at this. I haven't seen this type of separation on a high school football field in a while. That's pretty special from Zay Stevens. Another one out of the backfield. Now here goes Coach Kelly at his finest. You see they kind of got somewhat of a little pick play going. I thought it was a wheel route, but it's actually going to be a nice little hook and lateral, okay? I'm telling you it because I want you to watch the attention that Zay Stevens gets, okay? A little hook and lateral play. The ball is already in the air, about to be caught. And this defender, you can tell the coach probably said before the game started, hey, I don't want you to look at anyone else but just follow Zay Stevens. I mean, the ball is already in somebody else's hands, and he's guarding this guy. But he ends up still being a nice little hook and lateral. Nice little tightrope action. Almost outran the camera lens right there. Yeah, dude is fun to watch, no doubt about it. So that's pretty special. Let's go ahead and take a look at their quarterback, and I'll talk a little bit about this guy, Dax. Great guy to get to know. Great guy when it comes to leader on the field. You just heard him in the interview. Here's a spot right now where he's trying to check out what coverage we got going on. So he's eyeing this guy down, and I will say this, okay? I like to critique a little bit. We need to be. He's very slow motion, okay? He's his when you pump fake, it has to be a good little pump fake right here. Look at this pump fake right here. That ain't fooling nobody. All right, I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'll go back one more time, and so Dax, we got to tighten this up a little bit. A little pump fake, and the safety doesn't bite. The corner doesn't bite. However, dude's got a little cannon on him. Okay, he really didn't take much steps. You can see his weight's on his back foot right here, and he's on the 45-yard line. And just one little swift little throw, 40 yards in the air with really not putting anything on it. So he's got a cannon, okay? So if that's the case and these receivers can get behind these safeties of Lakeside, they may have an option. Another one right here, throwing across his body, a nice little rollout. You got to be careful right here, okay? Because now he throws this ball perfect, but that is an extremely dangerous window to try to throw that ball into. I know you're running across your body, but you got a couple guys backside. Now, I'm assuming in this offense, you're probably not coached to look back there on this one, but you just have to be careful on these ones because if you give Lakeside an opportunity on the defensive side of the ball, you're going to hear the players talk about the corners that they have at Lakeside. Apparently, there's some dudes, okay? And so if you give them opportunities like this, there's a good chance they'll pick this off and take it back to the house. But once again, snuck it past them. And then you got your receiver from Sheridan making the most out of it. Another one right here, you can see right here, very lax in the pocket, eyeing down his guys. And I'll say this, when it comes to accuracy, you don't have much of a window because this linebacker that I'm about to pull up right here, he's really not committed, okay? You would love for him to run up here and take this running back, okay? But he's kind of in no man's land. So he does a great job putting this ball right on the shoulder of this receiver to really only he can get it. And so that's a pretty impressive throw. All right, here we go. 3-star rated tackle for Sheridan. This guy's already committed to the Razorbacks. Let's go ahead and take a little bit closer look. See right here at left tackle. Now, they do a lot of this here at Sheridan. They get these guys out in space. And when you got big boys, 300 pounds, running downfield, you're usually like, uh-oh, watch out. But you have to take a look at this. I mean, that was almost 25 yards from the line of scrimmage, all the way down the field. Most linemen at this point will just say, okay, Zay, go figure this out. But he did his part to get his hands on these DBs, and that's tough if you're a big fella, okay? Because these little guys be running around a lot, little jitterbugs out there. He's got his hands on them, so now you got to like the effort from that when it comes to an offensive lineman. And a nice little shove here at the bottom. Now, one thing when it comes to O-lineman, you got to be nasty, okay? You can't be having no nice guys. That's just not what we do here. You got to be a little dirty, all right? I like this, what I saw on tape. Gets him down right here and finishes him to the ground. Nice little torque. The film really doesn't show it, but he had a nice little set. Yeah, you see how he set on him there at the end? I wish the film didn't cut off too soon. And then I don't know if this is what got him his offer to Arkansas. I don't know if Sam Pittman saw this play and he was like, you know what? I remember when I had Sebastian Tritola on my team back when I coached offensive linemen when Coach Bielema was here, and I lined him up at quarterback and let him throw a touchdown pass. This guy, look at this. He's blocking, and they hook and lateral it to the offensive lineman. He takes it in for a touchdown. Coach Kelly, man, he be doing some wild stuff, but it's pretty cool to see some athleticism right there. You can see Wally Walcott here in a second. We're going to talk about him here in just a second. Oh, that's a little sneak peek. I'm not ready for it yet. Not ready for it yet. So, once again, when it comes to Sheridan, a very, very talented team. They got talent all over the field, as you can see. But that's going to be something when it comes to Coach Kelly. There's no telling what he is going to bring to the table. Now, I can sit here and talk about Sheridan all this one. I got to know Coach Kelly for a very long time, so I've heard about Zay. I've heard about all these guys. I haven't had a chance to learn a lot about Lakeside, so I had to go bring in a ringer to help me out, okay? All right, so we're going to be joined by my boy Dylan when we come back after the break. And when we come back after the break, that's when we're going to start talking about these guys over here at Lakeside having a good time. We caught it with them at practice, popping pads, having a good time. Ooh, y'all watching 4th and 5. Y'all stay with us. We got much more on the other side when we come back.
Razorbacks, Red Wolves, families divided but united in our love for Arkansas. At Ortho Arkansas, we are proud to care for all Arkansans. Whether you're chasing kids in the backyard, cheering from the tailgate, or competing on the field, our orthopedic experts are here when you need us most. Because no matter your team, we're all on the same side of health. Ortho Arkansas, with you every step.
Southwest Auto Collection in Arkadelphia isn't just another car lot. It's a whole new way to buy a vehicle. Built for comfort, designed for convenience. No pushy sales, just friendly faces, honest answers, and a place that feels more like home than a dealership. Because buying a car shouldn't feel stressful, it should feel simple. One of the biggest perks to buying here at Southwest Auto Collection is we have a Tires for Life program. So as long as you get your service done here, we'll replace your tires completely for free with regular wear and tear up to 200,000 miles. So come on down to see us at 1451 North 10th Street in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Southwest Auto Collection, a better way to buy, right here in Arkadelphia.
Your day with Roger Scott, David Basil, and country music star Justin Moore. The Zone with award-winning journalist Justin Acree and former Hog DJ Williams. Afternoons with Out of Bounds, hosted by Wes Moore and Joe Franklin. And on your way home, it's Drive Time Sports with Randy Rainwater and Rick Schaefer. 1037 The Buzz is your fun and game station. Live and local all day. 1037 The Buzz.
Football season is back, and 4th and 5 is ready to give you the best coverage that you can find when it comes to Razorback football. At home games, we're going to be live 2 hours before kickoff at the Alumni House. Everything from breakdown, strategy, taking a look at the analysis for the weeks before, even taking a look into the opponents that we're playing as well. So many questions surrounding each and every moment of the game. 4th and 5 is going to be your one-stop shop to have you covered. Also, too, make sure you're joining us in all of our live shows. Monday night with that breakdown live from Oaklawn at the Mainline Sports Bar. Wednesday night viewer comments. And then Friday night, we're going to pick our high school game of the week. And then, once again, circle it back around to Razorback football. The thing that separates us is we call it how we see it. Not mean, just fair and honest. Make sure you subscribe on all of our social media platforms and be a part of this growing community. 4th and 5, keeping it real, calling it like we see it. No. 4th and 5, giving you everything you need when it comes to Razorback football, but keeping it honest. No, that's not good either. 4th and 5, the state's best. Oh, no, not there yet. We're working on it. 4th and 5, your go-to channel for your... You know what? We'll cross that bridge later. Can y'all just subscribe, and we'll figure out the tagline later. All right. See y'all later.
Oh, there it is. The good old Yellow Jackets of Sheridan, ready for our high school game of the week. Sheridan versus Lakeside. Having a great time here over here in Sheridan. Now, before we get started, I got to give a shout out to our sponsors of getting us to the game. Southwest Auto. Once again, I Drive SWA is the hashtag. Right now, I want to let everybody know they got a deal going on. Brand new Ford F-350. $17,000 off MSRP, and they got one left. So if you want it, you better not get it now, but you better get it right now. My friends over there in Arkadelphia at Southwest Auto, they try to take care of you, help out your pocketbook, and put you in a nice ride. And make sure when it goes to social media and all their hashtags and all their channels are at iDrive SWA. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Let me bring in the ringer. That's right. I got my boy Dylan with me. Dylan, he's been covering the Lakeside Rams for a long time now. He is my insider. And I've never been the one who sit up here and say I know everything, okay? Because people like that, I can't stand them people. Because no one knows everything, all right?
Yeah.
Some people know a lot, okay? And so, like I said, I've had a chance to know Coach Kelly for a while now. And so he's been telling me about Sheridan every single time I see him. But when it comes to schools like Lakeside and all these top schools around the state, I hear this quarterback goes 14 for 14's perfect. They got the Hogs offering offensive linemen, and they're in contention for a state championship. I was like, okay, you got my attention. Real quick, let me know a little bit about Lakeside.
Man, we so it's been a tough one coming into the Coach Rock era.
Yeah.
We got him 3 years ago. So, I mean, going into the Coach Rock era, we were bad the year before. I think 2-win team.
Ooh.
And then we go into Lake Hamilton, who we haven't beaten in 20 years, and that's a rivalry. That's a rivalry.
You
going
haven't
into
beaten
that.
them in 20 years?
20 years.
Dang.
And so we go in there, beat them. First time in 20 years with Coach Rock. That's his first game ever. And so that showed something. And what he said after the game was something that was fun for us. It's the Rock era.
Yeah.
It's the Rock era. And so that's kind of been the mantra going on. And we went on that season to go and play a home football game.
Come on now.
Against Harrison. We beat them. And then we went to Pine Bluff, and they had Courtney Crutchfield, who went to
He wasn't too bad. Yeah, he wasn't too bad.
He was really good.
Bad.
So we ended up losing that one. But I mean, and then we go into next year, and we beat Lake Hamilton again.
Hey.
And so that's another big win for Coach Rock. And we have a new quarterback, Wally Walcott, going into that year. And man, is he special.
He's special.
I love watching him.
Yeah.
And what we had last year was a 2,400 rushing yard running back named Grady Oman, who plays football at Hendricks right now.
Yeah.
And he was ridiculous last year. And so we ended up winning every game besides we lost to Robinson in week 2 or 3.
Okay.
And then we ended up losing to Parkview, which
they weren't bad.
Parkview.
Yeah,
so
they weren't too shabby.
That'll be a tough one to get.
They had like 9 of the top 10 players in the state. You know,
absolutely.
I don't know how they all got there. I ain't gonna say it, you know, but whatever. And I will say, when it comes to Lakeside, played them not Lakeside, Lake Hamilton played them last week. Wait,
we played them last week.
Yeah, you played them last week, took care of them.
Oh
like
man,
it was nothing,
that was one of the craziest games I've ever been a part of, because you go into a rivalry game like that, you're like, this shouldn't be a blowout, right?
Yeah,
it shouldn't be. But then it has always been like a LSU Arkansas rivalry, you know, as bad as Arkansas can be.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a game.
Yeah.
But last week it wasn't. And I was very surprised.
You got one of your players on your team. I won't say it all the way because this is a family-friendly show, but he said somewhere in the ballpark of, we're going to put belt to backside. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's fun, but I'll tell you this. I was impressed about the intensity at practice, okay? So guy in the chair, go ahead and open your mic. Always get a shout-out to the guy in the chair. So guy in the chair, you went out to Lakeside this week, right?
I did.
And you were filming, right?
Of course.
So we're going through practice, and as we're doing all this, I said, when I send you out to film, you can't talk while filming because I need the audio from practice, right?
Correct.
Okay, but you came across a play, right?
Man.
All right, so y'all tell me what y'all think about this. You think you could keep it to yourself as well? This is practice. You talking about practice?
We talking about practice.
We talking about practice. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this up real quick. Here's practice. We got a nice little rep right here. Nice little catch. You see my camera? You can. Ooh,
man.
Let's watch it one more time. You want to watch it one more time? Okay, there we go. Okay, watch it one more time. Safety comes down.
Big boom. Big boom.
All right, we got that out of the system. Guy in the chair. I mean, your mic's off, but I get it. I get it. I would say ooh too. All right, so
yeah, absolutely.
Intensity is what I got from this team. Confidence, and they walk with a certain swagger, and I think it's all built up by Coach Rock. So let's go ahead and take a look at 2 of the star players from Lakeside.
All right, so week 1 went well, and the goal here is to go around the state, look at some of the best talent, and I hear all this buzz coming from Lakeside. Word on the street is when it comes to state championship, Lakeside's going to be in the mix, all right? Y'all ain't got to talk about that, all right? It's one day at a time, be where your feet are, respect that. But when it comes to week 1, just go ahead and go back in time, tell me about your performance, what you think about all that preparation leading up to your team's performance.
So I think all the work we did in the summer has paid off, obviously, because we went into this game thinking it was going to be a really good game against Lake Hamilton, and we blew their brakes off. So we're going to go into Sheridan the same exact way, and I think that we might be able to do it too, but we're going to see.
Well, I think in this game, confidence is huge, you know, and, this is what I love from offensive linemen. That's why I want to get here and talk to everybody, because you have to carry yourself with a certain amount of confidence in swagger, okay? Now you're protecting a guy, and I'm assuming you did pretty darn good because he went 14 of 14 last week. Let's talk about that performance.
And him as my blind side, I can trust him with everything. My O-line did amazing. I think I had
No, I didn't have a single pressure. Didn't get touched all night.
Okay.
So it's 7-on-7 for me, and we've won a couple 7-on-7s in the past. So
Yep.
but just that whole offense, building connections with my guys, connection with the linemen, team came together, played pretty good.
Yeah, so I come to Hot Springs a lot. I didn't know Lakeside had so much swag to them. That man said he playing 7-on-7 out there. All right, that's pretty wild. But I mean, it's a compliment to your team as well. I mean, I'm sure y'all didn't just show up on Friday and all the pieces fell together. Talk about off season, what it's like with Coach Rock getting y'all ready.
Just like this off season, I feel like it's the best condition like a team has been in the past. It's one of the strongest groups we've had. And I think this team has came together just as a brotherhood compared to all the other ones. There's no we might have one dude skipping reps somewhere, whole team gets on next day, you won't see him skip a single rep. And then coach brings that same energy every game, hypes us up every day through practice.
Yeah.
Just practice like it's a game.
Yeah, I mean, it's leadership from within the team. Coaches can bark all they want, and if the coaches that have to do that a lot, that means the guys really ain't bought in. It's when it comes from within the team. You strike me as someone who's probably pretty vocal when it comes to getting your guys right.
For sure. You got to make sure everybody's on the right track. If one dude's messing up, other people are going to see it, and they're going to mess up too. So you just got to make sure everybody's on track so everybody can play good,
All right, so coming out Friday night. It's all about Friday night. Let's love football.
Yeah.
It's back, y'all.
Yeah.
Football's back. All that off-season stuff, put it to the side. Let's get to work, okay?
Yes, sir.
For people who have not seen your team play, they come out, they sit in the stands. What type of football are they going to see?
I think they're going to see a very aggressive offense and defense and just a well all-around team, just a good team. Good coaches, good players, and hard workers.
Yeah, what about the skill position? What we got?
You'll just see a lot of spread. That's our offensive style, but we'll still hand it off. Good things hand off leads to passing. We got people up front smashing. It's a dogfight every game.
Yep. Well, what's it like? I mean, I got two offensive players here now. Talk about this defensive side of the ball. Brag on your boys a little bit.
I think we have really, really good linebackers, and the cornerbacks are the best I've seen in a long time, especially for Lakeside. Our safeties are two all-state players this year for sure. And they're both going to get good offers this year with Luke Robleski and Chris Ford. They're really good.
All right, we'll brag about a couple guys.
I think this is one of our best defenses we've had, at least since I've been on the team.
Yep.
Kevin Morgan at corner. I think he's...
You say Captain Morgan?
Kevin.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He's one of the better corners I've seen. And then, like you said, the safeties. And then our linebackers do a good job, just leading the defense, getting people in the right positions, do something wrong. Coach them up. They know every position on the field what to do. So
I like it. So let's talk about this. I think what's big. I mean, so like I said, I come to Hot Springs a lot. Been around a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
The mentality, or I would say the reputation is, Lakeside's the fancy guy. They ain't tough. I'm looking for dogs. What do we got going on here?
I think we changed for sure. We got a lot of dogs on the team, and if you punch us in the mouth, we're going to hit you harder. So
yeah,
I think that people need to know that,
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that all starts with Coach Rock. Right as he got here, he brought that energy. It's just, you get punched, you fall down, you get right back up, you keep fighting. He never backed down from anyone. He says when we put our helmets on Friday night, all the nerves, can't be afraid. It's just all faith in God, trusting our guys, and go with our game plan.
And let's talk a little bit more about Coach Rock. What are we? Intensity, holding you accountable. I mean, talk about those small little things that when he came here, you just touched on a little bit, but changing the culture of Lakeside football.
Right. So used to be, some people might skip a practice here or there, wouldn't be any penalty for them. But throughout the whole summer, we're practicing 5 days a week, 4 days a week. So you miss 5 of those, you're in the extra line group, but you don't want to be in.
No, that's bad news, huh?
Coming fall camp, it's a bunch of running to do. But that just holds our guys accountable. Then during the season, miss a day, it's however many yards a bag pushes. So even our Sunday practices, no one missed. Whole team's here watching film, getting ready for next week.
Now, I'll tell you, I played tight end, all right? So, but I'll say I was in NFL, college, high school. There's something about the offensive line coach and the D-line coach that they're just built different, all right? Talk about your coach.
The offensive line coach, well, he's our offensive coordinator too. So he knows if the run game's going to work, we're just going to mash it up their mouth. And obviously we have a really good quarterback and wide receivers. So he's got a good game plan for the offensive line and the wide receivers since he's offensive coordinator too.
All right, I'll leave you with this. I got to ask, 14 of 14 last week. Perfect. All right. What's the mindset going in? It's just like, I mean, I guess you'll have an incompletion at some point, right?
Correct.
All right, so what's the mindset going in? Like, do we have a goal in mind? You trying to get 20 for 20, 25? What we got?
So, for me, that game's in the past. I just moved forward one game at a time. So right now it's just, going in, being efficient, trusting my guys. If they'll do the job, I'll put them in the right position, and we just have faith in each other.
I feel like these guys had media training. Now you couldn't answer that any better. Fellas, I appreciate y'all. I ain't gonna take much of your time.
Oh, we're good.
Friday night, we're gonna be there for our pregame show. I'm gonna watch both of y'all perform. Let's get after it.
All right, those are some special dudes right there. All right, they were fun to talk to. We got Sheridan warming up behind us. There it is. We got some big size boys back there. Look at that now. There goes number 52. He's the one that's committed to the Razorbacks. 77. They've been talking about him a lot. They say he's special now. Said it's strong as an ox. We're going to see what they got rolling here tonight. All right, so very excited to see these teams play. Man, Friday night football, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No better place to be on a Friday night than a high school football game.
You want to talk a little Sheridan? I mean, sorry, you want to talk a little Lakeside? You're like, no, I don't want to talk no Sheridan. You would be ready, though. You'd be ready, though. All right, Dylan. So once again, you're with Lakeside TV. If people want to watch the games and be a part of your work, how do they do that? Do they have stream or?
We have a YouTube channel called Lakeside TV, and you just go over there where we stream live every home game that we can.
Okay.
And this year we got all the good ones. We got Robinson.
Okay.
We got Parkview.
Come on.
We've got Camden.
Dang.
And we've got, give or take, Hope.
Okay, let's go.
So Hope's the lightest of them all. I hate to say it, but yeah.
Ooh, I tell you, they got a different swag over here, Dave. I tell you, Sheridan's something else. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the breakdown. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull this back up and switch some things around for you as we talk about Nat Sheridan's breakdown. Give me 1 second. I like to have my stuff. I don't want it to say Sheridan's breakdown. All right, I want to say Lakeside film breakdown. Okay, you see I did that right there? Got to lock it in. I got to tell you how to do all this stuff. All right, you probably know how to do it all, don't you?
Nah, man, we do not have that.
You don't have
That's
this?
cool.
Okay,
That's
all right.
cool.
I got
like
you.
it.
I got you.
I like it.
And you know what else we got too? I want to make sure if y'all want to be a part of the show, please leave comments. All right. Oh Lord, we got a Red Wolf in here already. Come on, get out of here, Benny. We'll be talking about that A State Razorback game here in just a second on the other side of the break. Here we go. This is from Shauna Jordan. DJ, this is JW. JW is a caller that calls in on the zone quite often. He says, this is JW on my wife's phone. I graduated from Sheridan. I played there also. It's sent.
I think it's something nice.
Okay, it's so nice to see Yellow Jackets winning for once. All right, J-Dub, we got you covered. Find your phone, J-Dub. We got Madison. She's saying, go Jackets. Everybody's everywhere. And then another one, Razorback fan, says, what's up, DJ, in my hometown? Let's go Jackets. Zay is the real deal.
Sure as heck is.
Hope
man.
he gets an offer. So y'all keep on sounding off, and we got some suggestions of where you want us to go next. But let's go ahead and get back to our breakdown. So I want you to tell me about this tape. So I was really impressed when I watched this. You can take a look up here, either one you want to. So let's go ahead and get to Wally. 14 of 14 last week. Perfect game. And so this play right here is special. You see him number 9, right? Watch him roll out of the backfield. He feels the pressure coming to the left side, evades it, keeps his eyes downfield, throws on the run. Receiver, he's throwing him to the spot, and watch where this ball lands. On the money. Is that normal for him? Is this what we can expect to see?
Absolutely. And what I loved about him last week is that, again, everything was on the money, and that's how you get 14 for 14. You gotta be constantly getting that. And I love our receivers this year because they're all fast. We have a couple of little guys in the slot that can run and get open. We have Luke Robleski, who I love, great receiver. For us, and we also have AJ Burns on the other side. And they can both go up and get a ball, or they got you on.
Well, y'all are loaded. What are y'all offering NIL deals at Lakeside? What's going on, man? We're loaded roster. All right, let's keep this thing going. Homegrown, I like it. Another one right here. You can see once again takes his time in the pocket. Look at this. I mean, where does he go with this? I mean, he's surveying the field, does a great job with his eyes, but I like rolling out across his body, opposite of his throwing arm, and has nice touch. You can't even see it, but it was literally at the back pylon. This dude is extremely accurate. Now, this is special. So I think quarterbacks that are elite, they have the ability to, they call it the two-hole ball, okay? So in cover 2, you have a safety over the top and you have a corner. And in between, here, I'll show it right here. See this safety? He's going to have this deep half. You got this corner in the flat. That right there is the money spot. Not a lot of quarterbacks can throw this ball. You know who's great at it? Ryan Mallett, because you have to have a cannon to get it there on a rope before that window closes with these two guys. And look at this. Zips it in right in the two-hole shot. Now, it was close. It was close. Probably needs to put a little bit more zip and maybe help his receiver out right here. But still, that very impressive ball. I mean, this dude's special from what I've seen so far. Walks around with confidence. Now, speaking of confidence, this dude right here is on a different level. He's in his own world when it comes to confidence stratosphere. Tell me a little bit about this now future Razorback. Future Razorback.
All I've got to say is when you're walking in the hallway and you see all like the normal kids,
Yeah.
then you look up and there's Tuck. So no, Tuck is he's special. And what I love about this offensive line is that they all feed off of him too. So it's not like he's just doing everything.
Yeah.
Everybody else in the line is special and they're really good too.
Yeah.
On the right tackle, you've got Baker over there. He's playing some Division II football.
There's
as
Baker
well.
over here at right
Yeah,
tackle.
I like
Okay,
my
Baker holding it down. So we got
was
two. We
good.
got a good left tackle and a good right tackle.
Yeah, well, that was last year. Now we got
Okay.
now we got sophomore Big Jack Burton
Woo,
over at right tackle this year. He's a stud.
All right,
I'm
let's
excited
go
to watch him.
Look at this play from Big Tuck. We're gonna call him Big Tuck. All right.
Yeah, that's also his name.
He's a dirty dude. I like he's aggressive down the field. And this reminds me of the scene from The Blind Side when Michael Orr blocked him all the way into the sidelines. Look at him locked in, and he's still going. He's off the sideline, and he is still going. I mean, it's so hard to coach that for kids at this level, and for him to have offers and as talented as he is to play like that, man, that's special. Another one right here, like I said, just a guy who's looking to just look. The guy's down, and look. Ain't no telling what he's saying. You told me that Big Tuck's probably not the best guy to mic up during practice, right? No telling what he's saying here. Watch him finish him right here. Come on, get me some of that, big guy. And then I'll take a look at one more play. Watch him up to this level. You talk about power. Gets up to the second level. Get down, little man. And he doesn't finish there. The tape runs out, okay? But he's eyeing this guy. And now he starts chasing this safety. He's running from him. The tape ran out right there. But I thought that was pretty special on all accounts. And so very excited to see this team up and running. Very good talent. Let me go ahead and get back to this right here. So tell me a little bit more about what we're going to see here tonight. So we've shown the breakdowns. We've shown the talent, all this good stuff. I mean, what else am I missing?
Man, the defense. And so what I love about this team, and I feel like this man should have an offer, is Chris Ford. And he's one of those safeties that dude, we have a cool account that does like little memes before the game and stuff. So he had him as Brian Dawkins. And
that's high praise.
I can see the compare. He's fast. He's there. He had a pick last week. He had 10 tackles. Someone else who also love to see is Cannon Martin, who was a top tackler last year. He had 11 tackles and a sack last week.
Here they come right here. Lakeside coming up right behind you. Just got through warming up, about to head to the locker room before they come out for their big matchup here at Sheridan. They're looking good. I know they can hear me too. We're locked in. Where's Big Tuck at? Oh, I see him. He's way back there, the tallest dude in this thing. Man, it's going to be a fun game. So thing, too, I want to say, too, we want to see who's going to be these top performers. That's who we're looking for. All right?
Absolutely.
And last week, if you had a chance to – oh, there goes our QB. Look at QB. Come on, Wallace, get to work, baby. Look at him right there. He's pumped up. We got a clapping, gassed up, ready to go. Oh, man. This is awesome, isn't it? Don't you like Friday night football? Locked in right now, huh?
Field, man.
You like being on the field?
I'm always up.
No, you got to get down on the field, man.
Top.
You got to get down on the field. So we're looking for some players. But last week, our player of the week, okay? You have to give us credit where credit is due. You can see Hank Hendricks. He's a transfer in. Now he's up in Fayetteville, 21 of 35, 477 passing yards, average 22 yards a pass. He had 4 touchdowns. He's our Ortho Arkansas player of the week. You can see the stats right there. Pretty special player, okay? So this is what we do. So after we get all the stats and we start figuring stuff out, we'll select 3 of the top players across the state. All you have to do is go to our website. Our website, easy to find. It's going to be at 4th-and-5ar.com. Click on the high school tab. Once you get to the high school tab, it'll take you to our game of the week and top players, and you have a chance to vote on the player of the week as well. So head on over, and also, too, you can sign up with a login and get into our chat rooms, and you can hop into high school and create your own chat rooms right here on 4th-and-5ar.com. So we got some fun stuff coming up. I'm excited to see who the player of the week is going to be here. Dylan's not going anywhere because when we come back, we got to talk about a game that's happening tomorrow. I don't know if you knew, But coming up after the break, as we get rolling, I am talking about those Razorbacks. Oh, man, finally playing Arkansas State. I guess we'll give them what they've been asking for. It ain't going to be pretty. I'll tell you that. It's going to be a long day to be a Red Wolf. Oh, I'll say it proudly with my chest. We'll talk more about the matchup going down in War Memorial right after this break.
Hey y'all, this is Cam here at Southwest Ford in Arkadelphia. We just built our brand new 3 facilities here, our GMC, Dodge, and Ford facilities. If you're coming down the highway on I-30, take exit 78. We'll be a mile and a half down the road. You're gonna look on the right-hand side and you're gonna see our beautiful Chevrolet store. Right past that, you're gonna see our beautiful Dodge store. And at the end, you're gonna see our wonderful Ford store. Our 3 facilities here make it so easy for you to shop here. Whether it's online or in person, we have almost everything you want and need. And if we don't have it, we'll go out and get it for you. If you live somewhere far, north, east, south, or west, we will deliver to you. Free delivery across the whole state. Please come down and come see me at Southwest Auto Ford in Arkadelphia.
Hey, you're not in high school anymore, but that knee still remembers that state championship, and that shoulder, well, it's been off since that game-winning drive. At Ortho Arkansas, they see it all the time. Old injuries that never fully healed, finally sneaking up on us. But here's the good news. It's never too late to get back into the things you love. Whether it's running, lifting, coaching, or just keeping up with your kids, their sports medicine team is there to help you move forward without pain holding you back. Fellowship-trained physicians, personalized recovery plans, care that's built around your goals. Because once an athlete, always an athlete. Ortho Arkansas, for plays that still matter.
Hello, I'm Claire, the Community Engagement Director at the Arkansas Food Bank, and I am so excited to talk to you about Central Arkansas Restaurant Week. Central Arkansas Restaurant Week will take place September 5th through the 12th, and it falls within Hunger Action Month, which in the world of hunger relief means we're encouraging the public to take action and help their neighbors in need. We are thrilled to partner with the restaurant industry and encouraging the public to eat local to fight hunger. Over 50 restaurants have signed up to participate in Central Arkansas Restaurant Week this year. We have restaurants in Little Rock, North Little Rock, Benton, Bryant, Pine Bluff, Hot Springs, Conway, and more. You can check out which restaurants have signed up at carw.arkansasfoodbank.org. On that website, all of their menus will be featured along with their hours and their addresses. Here are a few simple ways for you to get involved in Central Arkansas Restaurant Week. If you have a meeting during September 5th through September 12th, consider having it at a Restaurant Week location. Are you looking for a fun date night or girls' night out spot? Consider a Restaurant Week location. If you're going to the Razorback football game and are looking for a place to eat after, consider a Restaurant Week location. The Arkansas Food Bank is honored to partner with the restaurant industry for this event. Join us in eating local and fighting hunger this September at Central Arkansas Restaurant Week.
All right, here we go. Welcome back. We're about to wrap this thing up. Kickoff 26 minutes away here at Sheridan for our game of the week. Once again, a big shout out to our sponsor, Ortho Arkansas, for holding it down. We have to give a shout out to our trainer of the week. This takes us back to good old Bryant. Why is that? They got a trainer over there. His name is Tanner, athletic trainer at Bryant. They are very proud to celebrate him, beginning in his second year at Ortho Arkansas as the head athletic trainer at Bryant High School. Quickly became a trusted resource to Bryant's athletes, coaches, and families, bringing consistency, care, and professionalism to the sidelines. Outside of work, Tanner enjoys life with his wife, Bailey, and their sweet daughter, Harper. So big shout out to our Ortho Arkansas trainer of the week. But once again, here we go. It is about that time. Arkansas versus Arkansas State. Y'all been asking for it for a long time. You're going to make me get out my seat and getting pumped up here, okay? You see it first time ever. 4 p.m. kickoff at War Memorial Stadium. As of now, the last game to be played at War Memorial Stadium. We got to set the scene. It's all going to be about the quarterback matchup. Taylon Green against good old Jalen Rayner. You see right here, week 1. Taylon Green balled out, but so did Rayner. Taylon had 6 touchdowns, Rayner 3. They averaged almost about 10 yards per carry pass each. No interceptions, over 300 yards for each of them. It's going to come down to see who makes the least amount of mistakes. Let's go ahead and take a look at an injury update. I know we got some film from a running back from Arkansas State. If we go and take a look, Jaquez Cross, all right, Arkansas product. He is going to be out for the year. He tore his ACL on Tuesday. That's a big blow for Arkansas State. Not only was he a running back, he was a return guy. He was all over the field. Oh, Lord. Did you see that right there? He about tore that guy's ACL. Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and lock it in. And so this matchup, very excited about it. Now, I showed the graphic of Talon. You're wild. Okay.
Oh,
you're a wild man.
I'm crazy.
You're a wild man. What do you think about Talon Green this year?
Jeez. Talon's ridiculous. And I saw it a lot against Alabama A&M. His throws, if you compare that to the UAPB game from a year ago, it was just it's a little different. It looks like he was leading his receivers better. It looks like he was throwing the ball at a nicer clip to where he's completing more passes and he's getting his receivers into open space.
Okay. That's not crazy. That's good analysis. Get to the crazy part.
Now, if he's doing that against SEC schools,
okay,
which he might.
Okay.
I mean, I watch him and he's got Petrino.
Yeah.
So who did Petrino coach?
Hey,
Heisman?
Hey, David, get my phone button ready. Okay, are you ready? It's on the tab, sound effects. It should be top left. Okay, Talon Green is going to be the 2025
Heisman winner.
Oh, you got to turn the audio button up. Let's try that again. Heisman, huh? Let's lock it in. Oh, you're saying if he keeps this up, I mean, I will entertain you. I'll do this. Okay. If he keeps this up, if the offensive line protects, and he is consistent, Talon Green, who can make unreal plays with his legs when he has to, deliver the ball to receivers. If he wins the Heisman, then that means Arkansas is pretty much going to a playoff game this year.
At least, yeah.
My guy's on it right now. Hey, this he's on it. He's got a whole cup of Kool-Aid. He got it filled up, pouring over the top. I like it, man.
Hey, listen, who did Petrino coach that won a Heisman?
Lamar Jackson. I get it. Now, Lamar Jackson's built a smidge different than Talon, okay?
Sure, but I mean, Talon's good.
I'll say this,
got
though.
A little bit of it.
I like Talon, and I like his progress, and I like his personality. My biggest thing that I saw from Talon last week is that one play when Platt wasn't blocking who he needed to be, and he got in his face. That's one thing I really wanted from Talon Green a lot, was to see if his players got into a spot where he had that fire and that passion to say, let's get this done. I saw that last week. I was very excited about it. I think we have do we have some D-line tape? Am I making that up? Another thing I really want to watch for is going to be the battle up front, okay? So it's going to be Arkansas or O-line versus A-State's D-line. And so you can see right now our D-line struggled. A lot of communications up front. Man, Alabama A&M was kind of doing what they wanted to on the ground. I know we're showing a lot of clips from the first drive, but, I mean, I'd say they had a really good rushing day. And then when you think about A-State, I mean, it's just going to be a very interesting dynamic when it comes to O-line versus D-line to see if we can get something going. Because you see right here, A-State ain't bad up front, being able to break plays, do some really good stuff. So it's going to be a tall task for our guys up front. Finally, I would say a legit test up front. So I'll say in this one, as we bring it back to me, if our D-line struggles against A-State, then I think potentially people can start tapping on that panic button a smidge. You think we're in that ballpark?
Yeah, I do too. And the linebackers were all right last week too. They weren't the greatest I've seen from a SEC linebacking core, especially against a team like Alabama A&M. So, I mean, defensive wise, there might be some issues, but I think offensively they looked really good last week.
Let's keep it going. All right, y'all, we're about to go ahead and put a bow on this thing. We are about 20 minutes from kickoff and about 5 minutes for them for saying, DJ, pack this stuff up. All right, we're about to run out of here. We got people here in this end zone. Dylan, was great, man. It was fun.
Awesome.
It was so much fun. Before we go to wrap this up, once again, take a look at the matchup in our high school game of the week. You got Sheridan versus number 16 Lakeside. And also, too, I want to remind how we get to the game. We roll up in style. Literally, we parked right behind that camera right there. Look good in a nice 2025 Expedition from our friends over there at Southwest Auto. The thing is, you find folk who are going to make the trip from Fayetteville down to Little Rock. All you have to do on the way there, stop at one of your favorite spots, hop out the car, take a picture, and add the hashtag IDriveSWA. You're going to be entered for a chance to win a $50 gas card. We're making it easy from them, all right? So once again, having a great time here. Bring Dylan back up real quick. That was impressive, man.
Thank you.
We may have to, if I had more money, I'd hire you. All right, I really would. All right.
Hey, I appreciate it. Man, I'm just excited to be able to do what I do next week, especially.
Absolutely.
Lakeside Robinson, make sure to tune in to Lakeside TV.
Yep.
Next week.
Next week, place to be.
That might be game of the year in high school. It might be. I mean, the teams just stack up so well. They did last year too.
He's calling
So
already.
I'm excited.
Game
I
of the
really
week
hope that that's a good
right
game.
now. Lakeside TV, the place to be. We're wrapping it up. We appreciate y'all watching 4th and 5. Y'all have a great one. We'll see y'all tomorrow morning.